Coming to you live from the Poison Point studio, it's Neo!
Greetings, my esteemed watchers, and welcome to another episode of Poison Points. Valentine, you were the first person to use the applause redeem, even though I've told people multiple times about it. Welcome on in, everybody. And, oh my goodness, we're being attacked by a bunch of different things. Hold on, let me finish my, well, normal rounds. Welcome to another episode of Poison Points. I'm your host, Irisu Neo, but you can call me Irisu, and I welcome you tonight to the Poison Point Suite. I hope that you've been doing well lately. Thank you, Space Buffoon, for the resubscription. I do appreciate it, as well as Ellie. I do not appreciate Valentine making me drink my heart out, but it's okay. We'll see, PK. I do need to make it a little bit bigger, or a little bit longer, and better, so that you can see it. The applause will vanish after a certain amount of time. It is literally 10 seconds before the starting soon ends, and 10 seconds after the scene swaps, so... God damn it, Val. For you specifically, I have to make a longer cooldown on hydrates. Also, fun fact, at least I think it's set up properly. When I do go to say hello to Valentine, who is our guest, by the way, he's just casually sitting in chat. Specifically for that, it should, should activate the redeem when I say it. So, it should. Regardless, thank you all for being here again. I appreciate you all for your time that you take out of your day to make it to a silly little interviewer like myself. And I get to bring on a silly, sleepy little robot who I hope is not passing out as we speak. He has been up for the last 24 hours, like a silly head. But you know what? We get that grind. We do what we can. And honestly, I don't blame him, because I've done it before. This is relatable to me. Fair enough, Buffy. Fair enough. Also, hello, Chance, my plumpy, silly little rat. By the way, congratulations to our little robot friend, Hikari. We have multiple robots today in chat, and I'm excited to have them in my presence. Trying to defeat me so early into the stream, I always defeat you, Chance. I always win. Oh, this is the wrong one. There we go. Mwah. There you go. Just for you. And yes, by the way, Daphne is a little quiet. I don't know what's been going on with her, but she's been under the weather, so... Welcome on in, table. And a random heavily armed furniture piece. Yes, this is fair. This table, back here, it does have heat, as we call it. It is packing heat, so be wary. If you ever sit in this chair right here, there will be a gun constantly pointed at you. I have no devices on the trigger. It literally has a mind of its own, so... Maybe she needs some sick leave? PK, where do you think we are? There is no sick leave up here. It's constant work, all the time, 24/7. Wisp, did you just eat the gun? Oh no, we're about to have power scaling happening in chat right now. Claiming I have a mind is a bit of a stretch. Well, it's okay, table. It has a will of its own. We'll say that. The gun is also poison. Yes, if it doesn't kill you, you will certainly die later. Bold to assume that I think. ID. I know that you do. We just had a stream where we thought a bunch. Isn't that right? It's okay. Daphne will be alright. I promise. Frogs will eat anything that moves? Well, okay. Fair enough. Y'all are so goofy and so silly. Cars? Eat them. Yep, I'm a car eater. Professionally so. I eat cars as a bit of a profession, I'd say. And rocks too. Yeah, unfortunate. That's also why I specifically eat poisoned ants, because, well, I can't help it. They're just so delicious. And if it's okay for me to eat, oh my god, if it's okay for me to eat, that, you know what? Val, you're right. I should be hydrating. My voice is giving way for no reason. I'm gonna keep this unscrewed, because I know that the redeem is going to come out any second now, so... Rip Aussies in the chat. I don't know if I have any Australian viewers. I have one New Zealand viewer, so... Okay, I'm taking one drink. One drink to make the next redeem work, so... Okay, now that we're all situated and comfortable, I hope that you all have snacks, because... Actually, there is no video this time around, because Val refused to provide me with any clips to make the little promo. So, I would like you to pretend for a moment that what you're about to see on screen is exactly what this interview is going to be. Give me 1 second to pull it up, because I wasn't sure if I would be using it.
Yes.
Take it for the headpads. Headpad hand is working. Don't worry, he's doing his thing. Wow, Val is so cool. Their clip section is perfect. Oh, you know it. Let's see. It did not properly save. Hold on. Oh, it saved as a video. What the fuck? This is so weird. Okay. This is the experience. Val is the monkey. That is specifically what Val wanted for this stream. We will be laughing. They may be in this very room. It could be you. It could be me. It could even be. And then my head explodes because, well, I've come in and blown my head off again. Society. There we go. That's removed. Button text. Everybody, screenshot it. We had a minor spelling mistake. Why'd you blow off? What do you mean? What does that mean? What is that word? Thank you for bringing in the cat. Why'd you blow off? That is a new word. Somebody also needs to add that to the Everyone Else Quotes channel, because, yeah, minor spelling mistake. I'm sending you to the Salt Mines ID. You have become the Salt Miner. I need somebody to work for me. Okay, that's enough of this. I have dilly-dallied long enough. I think it's about time that we get on with the festivities. So, without further ado, introducing our guest for this evening. It's the one and only VirtuaValentine.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, hello, Val. You sounded like you were about to die in that first little round there.
I try to.
Alright, that should have activated. No, it did activate it. I lied. The applause did not activate. It's okay. You know what, Val?
I'm used to not having applause. It's fine.
Just for you, though, I will personally activate the applause. Everybody, please spam the fuck out of this redeem, even though Val cannot see it.
I wasn't actually able to see your clip selection, and I was just reading chat, so now I'm like concerned.
There it is.
Look at me. Up in the highest of heights up here. Feed my ego.
Spend all of your points. I wish it overlaid. I wish it overlaid a little bit louder, but this is actually perfect in my ears. So
I wish it does it stack?
It is stacking, but it doesn't stack louder. So
all
right, that's it. That's all the applause. I've cut your hands off.
I live for it.
Someone snuck in a hydrate. God damn it! You have to drink too. You get to drink too. You're drinking with me.
The only thing I have next to me is a bottle of vodka. I am not drinking that.
God damn it, Val. I told you. You could get up and walk and get whatever you needed for this evening.
I wouldn't. I know. No.
God damn it. Well, regardless, it is a pleasure to have you here this evening, and honestly, it's been a long time coming, I'd say.
Thank you.
I know that you've been working on a lot of big projects on the side, but before we get to that, I have a traditional question I like to ask on the channel, which is, well, a continuation of a traditional question. Last week, I interviewed with Nixie, and she asked if you could choose one Pokemon that would fit with your VTuber, which one would it be and why?
I've actually thought about this a lot. I think Porygon fits perfectly.
Really? What reasoning do you have?
So not only is it like a Pokemon you can only get through like gambling, it's also low poly and like tech based, and I love it. And I love that it's blamed for all the sins of Pikachu in that one anime episode.
Well, it is true. There were over 500 seizures in Japan, so... Yeah.
It was Pikachu's fault, though. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Pikachu used Thunderbolt, right?
Yeah.
God damn it. We're getting poor representation for Porygon.
We need to stand Porygon.
Yes, hashtag stand Porygon.
Justice for Porygon, exactly.
Spuffy says, Val, you look like you do kickflips and 360 800 melon flips. Yes, Val is currently in a low signal, and this is why we have the low poly model. Otherwise, we'd get an RTX on experience, but not today. You
really do not want to see the RTX on, I promise you.
Yeah, honestly, the clothes get shed, and it's full robot cock, and there's not a lot we could do about that.
Speaking of which, that is my Discord username and my I own robotcock.net. If anybody wants my Twitter handle, just go to robotcock.net.
Oh my fucking god. I cannot believable. This is the first time this word has been said on Poison Points. Well, shit. I lied to Val then. I have said cunt before, so... And...
It's a very fitting first usage, isn't it?
For everybody who doesn't know, if you haven't joined the Discord, please join it. But in Discord, if you scroll all the way down to the bot section, Val is at the very bottom. He is separate from everybody else at his own special bot corner because he asked me to be there.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, he's always been there ever since, so...
If you click my profile, my pronouns are my PC specs.
Oh, yes! I saw that. I was wondering why you had your specs. There you go, that's what ID10 said, so... Oh yes, I remember that clip vividly. I was showing people that clip. The Val, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself? I'm a computer.
I'm a computer. Stop the downloading, please.
Oh, hello, Nutmeg, and welcome on in.
Nutmeg!
Yeah, it's Nutmeg. So, okay, I did have a secondary question that spawned, not related to the Pokemon question, but it was something that was interesting that we came up with. What would, if you had like all the prep time in the world and you had all the planning you needed, what would your last stream be? Like, what would you do for you knew it was your last stream, and you wanted to do anything you wanted. What would you do?
Terrorism.
Straight up on stream.
Yep.
What?
Last stream, I have all the prep time in the world. Terrorism.
Okay, hold on. I need to preface this. Hypothetically, theoretically, in Minecraft,
I see.
what terrorism would you cause?
I don't know yet.
You're not there.
I will find a way.
You're not on that part of the planning phase.
I will liberate some oppressed people. I will do it by fire. Yeah, on stream. That's the new Germa bit.
Oh my god! And the best part is, if you had all the prep time, all you would have to do is AI voice synthesize Germa, and you slap him into voice mod, and whatever you say is Germa's voice. So, hey everybody, Germa here, Germa985, and we are liberating an oppressed people using terrorism.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's just like the Dollhouse stream.
Exactly, just the same. Wow, great answers all around. I don't think I'll ever have anybody say terrorism on stream ever again. So I'm glad that you're my first and my last.
No hesitation, just terrorism.
Just terrorism. Okay. I want to get down into the behind the scenes, but behind the robot, behind the Valentine, behind the rabbit.
Oh yeah, let me put the puppet away real quick.
This whole time, even though we can't see it, do you have a puppet in your hand?
Maybe.
Ah, I see. Iris,
one of them sock puppets. Yeah.
Bubby, it will happen again. No, I refuse. If anybody says terrorism on stream, I'm instantly leaving the call. I will not let it happen.
You get to have them elaborate as to what kind of terrorism. But me, I just want to see things burn for the good of smaller people.
Okay, you make a very, very fair point. Fine, I'll allow it. I'll allow future utterings of terrorism on stream. Okay. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Why did you become a VTuber in the first place? How did you get from where you were to where we see you today?
I just want to have fun. It took me like a full year to get like a character behind myself. Mainly because I'm a very I don't look it because I act with a lot of confidence and just sort of shutting off my brain and forcing myself into topics. But I am a very like anxiety riddled person who looks down at themselves. Mm-hmm. So it's difficult to self-describe yourself as a character if you aren't very aware of yourself, and it was kind of a learning process for me. But okay. I'm here to have fun.
Fair enough. So, for yourself, I know from prior interactions, you're like a self-perfectionist.
Yeah.
You want to have everything perfect for when the moment is ready to strike.
There are a lot of instances where I'll put together projects in the background. A lot of my work is like things that can't be seen on Twitter. But because I'm so much of a perfectionist, half of it just never sees the light of day.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Accidentally had your pronouns wrong this whole time.
Did you really?
Yeah, I had you on my stream. It was she, her this whole time, and I didn't notice the one thing that I forgot.
It's not GTX 3060 Ti i7 64 gigabyte DDR4.
Okay, hold on. We're changing it right now. Unfortunately, I can't copy paste this for some reason, so we're doing this live. all scuff.
Excellent. I hope you remembered all of that. I'm not repeating it.
I mean, I have you in my Discord DMs, so...
Shit.
There we go. We've got the pronouns proper. It is going off the screen. It's perfect. Without flaw.
I'm redesigning. They're going to be more distracting.
Yeah. Even bigger boobs.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got into this because you wanted to have fun and have a good time. Was there any, like how did you come into contact with VTubers in the first place?
That's a good question. I think a lot of people around me were pushing for me to join in.
Really?
Just because I have that, like, faceless personality, basically.
I mean, I do remember the Smoking Bandit VT 2 view days, where he absolutely schizo-pilled every conversation that was had on stream with you and Bandit.
Yeah, if you run, like, anything by me, there is a good chance I will get the reference and laugh about it.
Fair enough. You've reached all sorts of places with your influence.
I've seen horrors the likes of which man should never endure.
Table says you look just like a Mega Man's Legends character, and I vibe with that so hard. Yes,
Thank you.
I love the poly style. I know a lot of people. Well, a lot is an overstatement. There's a small minority of people who use this style, and honestly, I love it. It's one of my favorite things to see. Okay.
I'm a big fan of low poly.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Like, simplicity is king. Like,
yeah,
the simpler
I
it
can
is,
grate cheese on my hands.
And every part of your body. Those shoulders could kill somebody.
Damn right they can.
It's a feature of
Going
the model.
to.
So I know you haven't streamed in a little bit, but
Yep.
What kind of content do you like to make?
I like finding wacky stuff. I like finding very strange games and playing them.
Okay. On top of Minecraft.
On top of Minecraft. I'm offended.
I mean, you play it quite a bit, so I
Yes, I do. I'm one of those weird little creatures that plays Minecraft for like 2 weeks every couple months.
Yeah, 2 weeks straight every day. I mean, you invited me to the server, and I never joined the game, so I apologize. It's been a rough time, but eventually I'll be in there.
Eventually. I mean, the server's dead now, but yeah, eventually.
I'll reopen it. We'll have a big.
Don't worry, I'm still paying for it.
We'll have a big revival. Yeah. So, where did you come up with your name? Like, I understand the Virtua part slightly because it's like virtual, but why Valentine for you?
Because I'm one of those silly little Southerners, and I just wanted to pick like a Southern sounding name.
Okay.
It used to be that I couldn't like fully pronounce Valentine.
Really?
Because my accent would leak through, and I don't like my accent, so I have to like I speak in like a very like a deep country accent when I'm talking to family, but when I'm talking to anyone else, it's like, oh, here I am.
I see. So, I know you're self-conscious about it. I don't mind. I am curious how you used to say it.
I refuse.
My first skip. Let's go.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. I see. So, you picked it, even though it was difficult for you to say.
Yeah. If you go back on my older VODs, I outright refuse to call myself anything.
I see. So it's just in the name, and you refused to elaborate on yourself.
I don't normally introduce myself either, so it's it's great.
That's fair. Honestly, have everybody else do it for you. So, where does this concept of the robot gambling rabbit, like all of these things mesh together, where does that come in? Like, how did you come up with it?
So my IRL friend group, for the longest time, we had we have a Discord server that we use to keep in touch, and one of our best, they are changing the themes out constantly, but one of the best themes we had was a very casino themed server for a while, and that really it got imprinted on me. And unfortunately, the rabbit stuff. I was playing Final Fantasy 14 around the time I was finalizing my character.
So it bled over.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Gosh.
The robot stuff, so it took me a full year to design Val. And it's really interesting going back and looking at some of the earlier designs, because you can see the cave story influence a lot heavier. And it just sort of spiraled out of control. It's great. I think I have 1 second. I have my design doc here, and I can pull up one of the earliest drafts for Val.
I would love to see it. Yes.
Yeah, I think I've shown this off a couple times, but you can really tell the cave story vibes.
Let's see. We'll get it into frame.
Yeah. Little guy.
Yeah, just
look at him.
Just a fella. Boom.
Yeah.
Far different from what we see today, but I see it. It's there, and you had a little hat as well.
Yeah. It's got cat ears on the hat too.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
Knew it? What do you mean you knew it?
I love the cat hat.
Blue though, yeah. I love this. Would you have any plans on taking some aspects of this design and putting it onto yourself, like the scarf, for example?
I've considered it. I think at most for my redesign, I'm trying to get the glowing ideas I had originally down, because that was something that I just sort of left on the cutting room floor.
I see.
I'm getting a glowing tongue. It's gonna be great.
Yes. I think that everybody should glow in some capacity, much like me. So, okay. And on top of that, if we're on the topics of designs, you have a battle form, as I like to call it.
Oh yeah, the lore form, yeah.
Yeah, the lore form, which I know that you talked about a little bit at one point on Twitter, now X, unfortunately. Yeah, let's blow this up. Yeah, huge. Sorry. It's okay. It's okay.
I can't stand the name X.
It will forever be the Bluebird Twitter. Yep, still Twitter. I don't know why. I've had so many people who I say Twitter and they're like, haha, it's X now. And I'm like, yeah, very funny. Funny joke. It will forever be Twitter. It's been Twitter for 12 to 15 years. So
yeah, go figure. The most divorced man on the platform or on the face of the earth renames it to X.
Yeah, he wants his wife to come back.
Yeah. She ain't gonna.
Anyways, tell me a little bit about this design. Your battle combat form. I'll blow it up here so we can see.
Is it the one I sent you a bit ago, or do you have the Twitter?
This is the Twitter one, yes. And we'll get into the other one in a sec.
That one's fun. So, one of the main concepts behind Val's lore is that he's like a military android that was decommissioned pretty hard, like, just straight up killed, and then thrown in the ocean like a car battery. So I like to toy around with the idea of the past Val being a murder robot.
Yes, I remember this very clearly. We even had overlapping lore, but I think that it has since sailed its ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love every aspect of this design. It's like Evangelion, but in a character and not a full-on mech.
The battle legs are great. He's basically quad wielding swords at all times, which
because
is
the legs are also swords.
Yeah. He can if you knock the swords out of his hand, he can just stab you with a kick. Right?
Yeah, there you go. And you also sent me a few other things as well, because you have some special things to show off.
Oh yes, I got my little show and tell bag.
Yeah. All right, he's reaching in. You can't see it because RTX is off, but here it is. Here's one of them. There's one of them pulled up.
Is it the one with the wings?
Yes, it's the one with the wings.
Yes. So this is my redesign. I haven't shown this off really anywhere yet. This is an exclusive secret. I'm very excited to show it off, though. I like the idea that Val has been quietly rebuilding his body with winnings from the casino.
I see. And are you going to return to the murder robot?
No.
Or no,
I'm going to be a benevolent king.
Benevolent king. There you go.
Yeah. King of the casino.
I see. And this is basically the concept art for a live 2D.
No, this is just like the design itself.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
This seems like a best of both worlds deal-wise. Yeah.
It's literally all of my alt designs melted into one. It's great. I love it.
Alright, I'm going to cover myself for a second because you have a secondary version of this.
Ah, yeah. The cape.
It is just with the cape.
Zero from Kirby? That's a really good reference. I like that.
Oh, yes. I'm glad that the battle legs stuck in as well.
Yeah. I like the stabby.
I mean, honestly, like, prosthetics in that regard, super cool. I pulled that off screen, so it's gone forever. We're not bringing that back.
I like the idea that because the original Val was meant to be like a dual wielder of swords, the rebuilt Val only has one of them because he couldn't find the other.
I see. So, I mean, you are tri-wielding still, technically.
Yeah.
Because you got the legs, so...
I got a knuckle sandwich in the other hand, and I'm not afraid to use it.
This is true. You can put a lot of other things in your free hand now.
Yeah.
Well, super
small
cool.
Animals.
You protect, or I don't know. What would you do with those animals?
I'd do the Sonic thing and just sort of like stuff them inside the robot.
Absorb them into your form.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the
pull a Glamrock Freddy.
You got the Chow ability where you pick up the gorilla and you get the gorilla hands. I mean, and then at that point it depends on how much Eggman pets you in the head and goes yosh. Yosh.
Was it ever explained why he does that?
Well, yosh in Japanese is like okay. And I think they just, for whatever reason, decided that the English voice actor would say Yosh when he did that. So, weird trivia that I didn't expect to share for Sonic Adventure, but here we are.
Oh.
Okay. So I wanted to ask you this. I'm curious because we were both in the same boat at one point. For those that may not know, and those that do, maybe a refresher. But Val and I were once a part of a a small VTuber group, a VCare, if you will. I'm curious, during those days, where do you think the term V supporter went wrong?
Yes.
That's a good question. I think it kind of collapsed under its own weight.
Just way too many people doing it all at the same time.
Yeah, and at the same time, like, a lot of it was just people doing it for, like, every single tweet. Because I still get tagged for some people because I'm still in, like, their lists and stuff.
Yeah.
It was not a very fun cycle, basically.
Yeah. It was fun at first, like, the idea of it was there. And then,
Yeah.
as time went on, I feel like it just kind of tapered off, and we became more tools than we did people.
Yeah. It became a job, and honestly, I think realizing it became a job kind of, like, hit me pretty hard for a while.
Yeah. I can definitely see where that could come into a factor. For me, I was just annoyed.
Yeah.
Constantly being tagged, and I would check to see if I knew this person or I had, like, previously followed them, and some people who were tagging me followed me, and then they unfollowed me after a while, and
Yeah.
it became a little frustrating. Like, no longer was it a give-take, it was a take, and you're the fuel for that for me.
I think, like, my big gripe with that was that it, like, permanently messed up my following list.
Yeah.
Because once in a blue moon, I will get like, completely shit on for following someone that I literally just don't know.
In what regard?
People, huh?
What do you mean that it completely gets shit on?
Like, somebody will say something out of line or out of pocket, and then I will get thrown under the bus, by people who aren't willing to talk to me about it.
Oh, like,
I don't even use Twitter much these days, so I literally cannot police the 4,000 people I'm following.
This is fair.
Yeah.
So this is like a bit of transparency. I, like, have 0 people who do that to me ever. Never in my whole life have I had someone call me out for that. Which is wild considering just where I was at the time. I do not know how I've gotten away with it. Like, I feel like, I don't know. I see so many people who are, like, much, much smaller than me who get, like, hate messages. I get none of that ever. I don't know. I've never been able to figure it out. I've said some pretty wild things. I've followed pretty wild people, but never have I received any out-of-pocket comment towards me, specifically DM'd. Like, I know people have gossiped, but that's something else for another day.
Yeah. I get at least, like, one person every month, kind of like that, and, like, I really appreciate that they're like, open to talk to me about it, and give me a heads up that this person's, like, an awful person.
Yeah.
But I definitely do get thrown under the bus for other people's actions, and it's like, oh, great, thanks.
Yeah.
Love Twitter.
I will say, we actually, like a week ago, we talked about this with ID10. It was something that I never brought up because I didn't know if it would be, like, good for the situation, but policing on Twitter is pretty rough. Like, if you are, like, on the fence about somebody you follow, after somebody's told you, and you're like, I don't really see it, and then all of a sudden those people hate you because and then the other side, the person you followed, finds out, and now nobody likes you. So it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
I think I've learned that with social media right now, if you don't respond to something instantly, a little counter starts ticking, and the longer that counter continues, the more guilty you look. So you have to respond, especially with, like, the thing, the big project that I'm working on right now. If anything happens, you have to respond as soon as possible.
Yeah. Your life becomes that response at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Is it Skeeg or Skeg? I never asked on the pronunciation.
That's a good username.
Thank you for the follow earlier, by the way. But a lot of people don't. I don't know. We also brought this up a little bit. However you want to say it is fine. Perfect. People are like they treat Twitter like high school too. Where they can say whatever they want, they can stay within their clique and be safe, and then use that clique to attack other people for free. And then if you like step outside of a clique, then now you're alienated, just like high school, literally. And I've never understood it. It frustrates me on the daily to scroll through and see the most petty drama getting like 100k impressions. And like I sit here, I make art, I'm an artist. I know other people who are traditionally artists that promote their stuff and they get a fraction compared to the drama. Almost to the point where I've seen a lot of people make fake drama, and it's this vicious, gross cycle. I never, ever want to fall into that. If anybody's ever been upset at me, I always keep it under the table because I just hate making everybody, like, making it everyone's business, if that makes sense.
Yeah. If I have anything that like is a private matter, I resolve it in private. I don't subtweet. I don't bring that up.
Yeah. I am guilty of vague tweeting. But I never ever at anybody or make it to where people could easily find out what I was upset with. Except for like close friends who have seen it, but at that point, that's a closed circle thing.
I swear though, a lot of people on Twitter have like peaked in high school and are like unable to get over that.
It's true.
I've definitely seen people where they'll. What was that one drama where the one VTuber just started like tearing into the other person over pizza toppings because he pushed himself into a conversation. And the other person was just really pissed that he did.
I haven't heard of this, but honestly, it sounds entertaining from an outsider's perspective. Like you were reading it.
I was like, oh my god, this is what VTuber Twitter is now.
Yeah. It's part of the reason why I've like stopped talking aside from promoting my own things, because what is there to talk about anymore? It's just you say something, you get some random guy calling you the R-slur, you ban him. That's it. That's really the only response. You don't get a lot of like if you say something controversial, you either get a lot of responses in the negative context, like nobody's really critiquing, or you get nothing, and it just goes away after a while. So I'm personally looking at different avenues because fuck Twitter. Honestly, that's
I kind of do miss when the VTuber community was a little bit smaller. To be honest, it was nice.
I mean, it has always been one of the most accepting communities I've found, as far as like a large majority of it. But there are some like smaller niches that are a little wild, a little too, not reined in.
Yeah.
They say whatever they want and attack whoever they want. One of them starts with an L, ends with an ons. That one is the worst by far that I've seen. So
I don't know who that is, to be honest. Again, I don't really read Twitter these days. But.
It's true. I've said it on stream. It was my whole debut thing. I will say this. This is like, you need to listen to the way I say these words. I don't dislike lolicon anymore as much as I hate lolicons. I hate lolicons. It's gotten to the point where like the content, the original phrase without putting them in a group is actually far less bad than the group that they represent.
Yeah.
It is.
My lawyer has advised me not to speak on this topic, just to not be thrown under the bus.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll say it. I don't care. Yeah. But yeah, okay. We could move on from that topic. I think we've said our piece. We've got the VTuber support all taken care of. It's done. Yeah. It's gone. We've gone past that era. And now we silently do it in our own ways.
Now I live in a garbage can.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And if someone walks by and you're like, hey, nice job out there, VTuber, and they scoff at you.
Hey, Lightner.
And they spit in the garbage can and walk on by.
Can't be getting free souls these days.
So... I am curious because I know you sent this design earlier. Mm-hmm. If you weren't a VTuber, or not a VTuber, oh my god. If you weren't a gambling robot bunny, what would you be instead?
I think it's more so trying to find something that would fit my personality and voice. Mm-hmm. I'd probably be another like a stock standard white goth guy. We print them out of the printing press like like the Minecraft YouTubers. Not to throw shade on anybody.
No, it's the same as like a fucking the next cat VTuber or the next rabbit VTuber, like basic rabbit and stuff.
Yeah. I'd be a basic bitch.
Oh my goodness. Forevermore I will imagine that.
And then every time I'm speaking into the microphone, I'm using my customer service voice. And,
I'm edgy as fuck.
Attention all personnel, please evacuate the facility.
So you would be a goth scientist white man.
Probably. I'd be the Half-Life 1 announcer. Attention all personnel, please evacuate Black Mesa.
Honestly though, not a bad like gimmick. I would watch that kind of VTuber. The goth Half-Life announcer. Oh my god. Either way...
Black Mesa, silly straw.
Okay, so it has been a while since you streamed, but you still have the presence of Valentine. You still represent Valentine. I want to know, when you get home and you get on the computer and you basically take the form of Valentine, what does it mean for you to be him?
So you know how like lobotomies where
Go on.
Where they they kind of just like cut a piece of your brain out. That's kind of exactly what's going on there. I was convinced for a while that maybe the mask is a little too tight. Maybe I am legitimately losing my mind. Or there's a gas leak in my house with the amount of things I say on Twitter that are just completely off the handle and at no one.
This is fair.
Yeah, I'm just having a good time and want to make people laugh.
There you go.
Chance,
I am
did
curious.
you just point at me and call me white?
Either way,
funny.
B could point and say white. I think chance is very high right now.
That's funny.
Extremely high. Sorry, Chance. I don't mean to call you out like that if you are. So would you say with the lobotomy, when you cut out that piece of your brain, are you putting it into Valentine, or are you taking it out of yourself to become Valentine?
You gotta kind of remove your frontal lobe and your inhibitors, and you just gotta keep moving forward.
Okay.
And I'm like the Bite of 87 victim, you know.
Yeah, but you lived, and you stream now. You're a VTuber.
Well, hold on. No, I think the Bite of 87 victim did live.
I don't know FNAF lore. If there's one thing I'd fail a test on, even for the first game, it's FNAF lore.
Because I swear up and down the phone guy conversation, the reason they mentioned the frontal lobe at all is because they were amazed that the body could live without it.
Okay, yeah.
My bad for bringing up FNAF lore. you can kick me out now.
Okay, so the Bite of 87 victim is a VTuber.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that's all. I think that's all we need. I walk into FNAF lore. Listen, it's perfectly fine. Table. We figured it out. We've debunked the whole series, and we can stop by canceling the Bite of 87 victim.
The purple guy was the murderer.
I don't know anything, so that could be the truth or it could not be. I specifically do not like mascot horror at all. I've come to this conclusion. So you could tell me anything about any mascot game, and I would believe you 100%.
Garden of Ban.
Yeah.
There's a scene where they stop by a 7-Eleven and they get the big gulp cup, and they fill it with the slushy, but they're not meant to fill it with the slushy.
Oh. So then the monster gets them.
Yeah.
Ah, damn. You know, knowing nothing about even seeing gameplay for that game, that's true to my eyes.
Yeah, gameplay in air quotes.
Yeah, it's gameplay. About the same way as we call Metal Gear Solid 3 gameplay when the cutscenes are playing for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I love Metal Gear Solid 3, but
I'm a dirty little sinner who doesn't play Metal Gear. This is Beyond Rising.
Well, okay, but you know what? It's okay. You don't have to be a Hideo Kojima enjoyer or Metal Gear for that regard.
I appreciate his work, but the thing is, I don't have the patience for stealth games.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
MGS 5 is like the one that you can do non-stealth all the way through perfectly safely and not be stressed at all about dying. Yes, I have not played Rising. I would love to do it someday because it looks hella fun.
That game goes off the wall.
Oh yeah. I have come from a place when I first saw it, everyone hated it. Like when it first came out, everyone said it was the worst game on the planet. And nowadays it's like everybody loved it. Like everybody's on board. Whatever you think of Rising, you like immediately see Raiden. And people just love the game. It was wild seeing the shift, the tonal shift.
You'll have arguments about Reaganomics, yeah. It's that kind of game.
The memes will come true. We'll make America great again. Sorry, that is a taboo saying on VTuber Twitch. So I hypothetically, theoretically, I said that.
Yeah. I was not here when you said it.
Yeah.
I have no association with this phrase. Please spare me. Spare my life.
You're not here. Because what I see is RTX on, everybody else sees RTX off, so there's like some sort of dissonance in your location, so not technically here.
I used my half an A press to shift a couple parallel universes over.
Yeah, there you go. That's perfect. That's the explanation that we all needed. New Valtech, by the way. Half an A press will shift universes. Speaking of Valtech, Val,
Yes.
what kind of robot are you?
I mean, I do you want like a blunt answer, or do you want me to like skate around that?
No,
I can just say the word whore. And
give me your most blunt answer.
Whore. Next question.
I mean, yes, you're a whore, but
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm stuttering over myself at that statement. What other functions do you provide?
I dispense and print cards.
Okay.
I can count cards and cheat at casino games.
That's cool. That's cool.
I also provide security and management.
So you do all of it.
Yes.
Okay. So you cheat on the behalf of the company that you work for, or the building that you run.
I watch for cheaters mostly. The little drones, they don't really have so good of an AI in them. They can't spot it.
Ah, I see. Okay. One that has an existential crisis upon being asked. That is a good function.
It's more so withholding just the word whore and then saying next, like I did.
Here, I'll get you your shout out because I've forgotten to do it up until this point.
Yes, if you go to robotcock.net.
Yeah, this is true. That is an alternative way to reach Valentine.
If you just go to robotcock.net, you will find me.
Also, don't forget he is in the bot section of our Discord, so
yeah.
He's at the very bottom of the entire list.
One of the only times I'm down here at the bottom, but I'm down here.
There he is, pristine and in perfect condition, untouched, and runs flawlessly. Sometimes
factory new.
So
one of the
go ahead.
One of the fun things about my design, the red hair is if you like apply heat to a white LED, it slowly turns red.
Okay.
And I have spun that into it being a lore thing that I'm constantly overheating because the original Val hair is white.
Oh, that works.
Yeah.
That checks out.
I'm just full of dust.
So we need to get compressed air and blow that dust out of you at some point.
Good luck getting in there. The spring lock suit is gonna activate on your ass.
Yeah. Fucking consumed me.
Listen, I know how to mount a CPU cooler.
But the dust again. The dust still accrues. It still happens.
I'm a 22-year-old robot. At some point, that 5-year limit for tech is way past due.
This is true. No amount of compressed air is going to remove that dust efficiently.
Yeah.
And then you'll simply fall over someday. But you'll come back up, right? You got ways to come back around.
If it were my decision, I would not.
Okay, so against your will.
Yeah. They got me on a damn puppet on strings,
Yeah, that makes sense. But hey, you're about to become the king, so are you still going to be the puppet?
No, I have broken free from the strings.
Oh. The robot strings?
Yeah. Despite this, I have to be plugged into a wall for the damn the glowing wings.
Oh my god.
You know how in Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, if you look really closely at the queen, she has a cord trailing out from underneath her in like a couple shots.
Ain't no way.
That's real. It's just to have like the bottom of her dress light up, but they never edited out the cord.
What?
Yeah.
I never knew that. That was a fact that I never knew. You are teaching me. You are the master of this stream. Oh my god.
I did like I think like right when I started VTubing, I did an edit of like a meme edit of the entire movie that I keep somewhere on a hard drive. I don't know where. And I noticed this very vividly because I had to analyze a lot of frames to make stupid YouTube poop jokes.
I see. So did that made it into the video, I take it.
Yeah, it was zoomed in on, in fact.
every scene where it occurs, it's a full zoom. Okay. I am curious because you say that you can cheat at cards. Your function is cheating, but would you say that you're a good gambler?
Listen, my high score in the Super Mario 64 poker game on the DS was, I think, in the thousands. I might have a problem.
I take it that in the thousands is very good.
Considering I think you can only make back like 6 coins at a time, yeah.
Oh god, Jesus! So
Luigi is fucking my shit up.
So you're a master gambler.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, would you be willing to give a little bit of advice to a gambler in chat? You know, we won't name them, but let's just say they're there. What advice would you give to someone who gambles?
I'm gonna give you very good advice here. Okay.
I'm ready.
Number 1, if you're playing blackjack, don't go past 21. I know that's really difficult to understand, but don't do it.
You know what? That is... What can I say? That is advice.
Now, casinos, if you get a pack of their cards, you'll notice they usually have a hole punched in the top of them.
Yeah.
And that's so you can't just go in and use the cards that they have designed and are selling in the gift shop. You have to actually use the ones that are in-house.
I see. Because the punched ones denote that you're cheating.
Yeah, they do like custom designs for all their cards.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So what you're telling me is we need to
steal a deck of cards. Yes.
Yeah, steal the deck of cards and then you can cheat.
Yes. Hide aces in your sleeve.
Yeah.
Commit felonies.
And then when you're at the table, and you deal a hand of 4 aces, and everyone else at the table has an ace, but you technically.
Yeah, and then the robot dealing the cards is going to grab you by the neck.
Yeah, and it's over. Hello, Leishram. Welcome on in.
Hello.
Hello. So, this is a question I've been meaning to ask for a while as well. I never got a straight answer from you, but on the topic of the robot cock, why is it that it is very normal and doesn't have USB attachments?
That was something I was discussing for the redesign, because I was always very unhappy that I'm just like a plain white dude in my current design, but in the redesign it's much more robotic. I had considered fully like hiring someone separately to just design a robot cock, but I decided it wasn't very appealing.
What do you mean the USBs are sexy?
No, it's just not as fun.
I was about to say you're no fun, but it's to each their own. Imagine putting that on your resume, robot cock designer. I thought you were about to say USB port cock.
I thought Seth MacFarlane already had a monopoly on robot cocks. What do you mean? That's not in the cavalcade of comedy.
Oh my fucking god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. So, I will, for your sake, because I know you're very exhausted, I won't go to break today. We'll wrap up the interview as fast as we can, just for you.
Mm-hmm.
But I always I've started a new segment called Hypothetical Theoretical. It didn't fucking play. God damn it. All the things I do. A new segment called Hypothetical Theoretical. There we go. And these questions are mostly assembled by members of the Discord. And a lot of them are great. A lot of them are bad. Some of them terrible even. But that's the point. They do not have a great answer. And I think that I'll just read you one. Hold on, what? My hypothetical theoretical is: does the cock have a USB plug or does it have a port? We just discussed this, Chance.
It actually has a magnetic lock. You can unlock it and pull it out.
God fucking.
You can beat people with it.
Okay. I'm gonna find a really good one for you. If you were, hypothetically, theoretically.
Okay.
If you were in a room with no doors, windows, or other openings with which you can escape, would you know the Muffin Man?
If he put me in there, yeah, I'd probably know him.
I mean, that isn't a part of the theoretical here, though.
Well, that's not shit. I guess I wouldn't. I mean, how would I know?
This is true.
I've already been put in the soft room, and they put me in there with rats. Rats make me crazy.
Crazy? I was crazy. God damn it! No, we're not doing that. we put an end to this bit today. Okay, so you wouldn't know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane.
I wouldn't know what trees are after a certain point. Eventually, you just stop thinking.
Okay, what if I present to you a different hypothetical? It's the same one, but the walls are made of gingerbread. And, I guess muffin, too.
Shit, I guess I know the witch that's in the woods now. I don't think the Muffin Man's involved, though. Hansel and Gretel, maybe, but, you know. What if you were already mentally ill? Well, man, do I have news for you.
It's the rats. The rats make me crazy.
Rats, we are the rats.
Celebrating yet another birthday bash.
Michael.
It's your birthday today. Cake and ice cream is on its way. Alright, that question was provided by Gate Snipe, who, again, I think gave a very good hypothetical theoretical. But you know what? Just for the sake of I love these questions, I think I'm going to ask you one more. This question, I love this question. Hypothetically, theoretically, what if, for 1 second, every grass on Earth became Lego grass? What would happen?
I think we'd all start to lose oxygen really quickly.
Even for 1 second?
Yeah, because I think grass makes up like a huge amount of the plant life on Earth, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we would be losing a lot of like oxygen production all at once, and that would be a little bit terrifying.
So you think that 1 second is enough to basically like ruin the world for the long term?
Yeah, it's like 80% of plant life. If 80% of plant life disappears for 1 second, with the amount of like global warming and shit that's already going on,
it would be
I can imagine the chaos.
I'm surprised you didn't go on to like someone mowing their lawn would like shatter those Legos into their knees for a split second.
Oh, that'd be funny.
someone scoring a touchdown or like they're diving for football. they hit that grassy field and their face is just fully skidded.
Little children on the playground.
Yeah, and then it's back to grass and like no one understands what happened.
Just God punishing you. That's good.
Okay, that question was by our one and only space clown, Space Buffoon.
That's delightful. Thank you, Space.
Thank you, Buffy. All right, so since I'm not going to break, we're going to open up these questions now. This is everybody. Everybody can ask this question or any question they want to Val, and Val has to answer truthfully. /J. But I think that Val
Garfield, are you serious or /J?
So I have a starter question for you while everyone's preparing their questions. Mm-hmm. If you could ask the next interviewee anything, what would you ask them?
So for the company that I'm currently building, the interview process was handled half by me, half by another founder. And for every interview, we sat them down, and halfway through the interview, we asked them, "What is your favorite dinosaur and why?" And I think that would be the question I want to leave.
That is the classic, like, normal interview question.
Yeah. It usually catches them off guard and lightens the mood a bit. Because everything else is very, like, monotone and serious, and I pretend to write things down to intimidate them.
I mean, that's the way you gotta do it.
Exactly.
I have actually had interviewers ask me that genuinely. Like, not the dinosaur question, but it's like the ice cream question. It's like, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream? And for some interviewers, that was a legitimate, you had to answer within a pool, basically, for them to hire you. And it was wild. Absolutely wild.
You answer like a Ben and Jerry's flavor, and the like 50-year-old man looks at you kind of funny.
Yeah. He like, gives you like the
fuck out of here.
The Vine Boom rock.
He's like, we'll call you if we want to hire you, and then he never calls you.
Yeah, he never gets back to you, unfortunately. That would be the saddest, and you think back to that moment, and you know that it was that answer that you gave that was wrong, and now you have to rethink all of your life choices.
Do we have any other questions?
I'm gonna put the announcement out so that they see it, because some sillies like to lurk for a long time. So, or gather their thoughts.
Can you ping at everyone? In fact,
yeah, I'm gonna in Discord. I'm gonna ping everybody. Chance asks.
You were locked in a room with me. Oh, sorry. Would you like to read
it? Go for it. I'll let you go for it.
Okay. Would I make you crazy, or would you kiss me? You'd probably make me crazy. Honestly, I'm already crazy. You cannot push me further beyond that.
So kissing though isn't off the table.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay. Chance, there's a chance for you. You're almost there.
There's a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, Chance is a rat VTuber, so they're slightly biased. They like getting kisses from everybody. Leishroom wants to know, what made you specifically go for the robot rabbit clown?
The clown part isn't intentional. People keep calling me clown, and I keep getting mad.
You're a gambler.
Yeah, gambling. I got the little magician hat. The lines on my face are just face plating. They're not paint.
Yeah. You're the clambler.
The clambler.
That sounds like an STD, actually.
Y'all about to learn what MC stands for. Meet clown.
Gamblussy sounds like a lot harder to pronounce. Buffy...
Introducing the all-new Robot Clussy.
It comes as a function of that detachable robot cock.
Stimulate your senses.
Buffy says you're clearly at least 1/8 clown in your ancestry. And coming from a clown, there's some truth in that.
My ancestry is the toaster in your kitchen.
You originate from toasters.
Yeah.
Are you
It's
perhaps a
TI-84.
relative? Are you perhaps a relative to Spampton?
No.
No.
We don't talk about him.
Okay. All right. I don't know anything about Spampton either. Not that I'm adverse to the game. I just don't know anything about him. So
I have I sat down and did a project where I retextured all of like the Spampton fights with me.
I don't think I've ever seen this before.
I have to dig it up on Twitter, but it didn't really do that well on Twitter because it was like a 10-minute video.
That's fair. Those will get you.
It was a very fun pixel art project.
I'll ask a question from somebody who always asks this because it's their favorite to ask. What? Oh my god, this is an interview question, actually. Funnily
yes,
enough.
I would fuck the green M&M. Next question.
All right. Well, not what I was gonna ask, but information that we needed. What is your favorite type of cookie? This is typically a PK Ninja question.
Skip. No, I'm one of those basic bitches that enjoys Hydrox.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And to match that, what is your favorite ice cream flavor?
I'm lactose intolerant, but cookie dough.
Cookie dough, okay. Cookie dough and a night on the toilet, basically.
Yeah. I'm a simple man.
Skip cookies, you heard it here first. Okay. On to my second big question. If you were a drink at the bar behind you, what kind of drink would you be? And what would you call yourself?
I'm thinking like a quarter gasoline, 50% piss, 25% lighter fluid. I don't know what you would name that, honestly. I think it'd just be like it's scum water from out in the parking lot. But there's your answer.
Take out the piss, it doesn't sound bad.
It's 99% cyanide, 1% vodka.
What would you name it?
The funny drink, haha.
The funny drink. Okay.
Minecraft bucket of milk.
Oh god.
Potion of harming.
I could actually see a use for this for myself later. Don't worry about that though. Okay. If nobody has any other questions, although I'll leave it up for just a second. Val, who would you like to raid this evening?
I do have a raid list here. Hold on.
Hell yeah.
Who do I have that's live?
And everybody be proud of me. I've been fighting a cat this entire time and nobody even knew. So. Oh, PK wants to know what your favorite chocolate bar is.
Oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna say Left Twix.
Oh my god. Left
You could
Twix.
blindfold me, right? Put a Twix in my mouth, and I will be able to accurately determine which one it is every single time. Can we raid you? Is that an option?
I am not an option, unfortunately.
Can we raid Kat? I haven't spoken to her in ages.
Yeah, we can raid Kat. Hold on. Fighting off
She's
my
playing
cat.
Fortnite though. Yeah.
It's a little cringe, but it's okay. She's actually playing with Ringtail, so.
Oh.
So that'll be
He's
the
a
perfect.
funny little feller.
Yeah, it'll be the perfect raid target. Chance wants to know before we go, what is your favorite, or what are your favorite music genres?
Oh no. Now you have to listen to me talk about my boomer music.
Oh, I'm ready.
So, not only am I a robot, but I'm a robot boomer when it comes to music. So I listen to old keygen music.
I see.
I actually have a full folder of ripped keygen music from like different cracking programs and stuff. It's great.
Interesting. Hey, Cinnamon, you want to sit down and chill for a second? You can sit right there, baby.
Yeah, I'm that one weirdo. Keygen music.
Could you describe? Because I've never heard of it. Maybe it's because I'm not a boomer.
It's Commodore 64, usually chiptune music.
Okay.
But because there's like a weird pirate trend where they'll play music in the background of their cracking programs.
Mm-hmm.
And over the years, that's just become like a time-honored tradition.
I see. Okay. So it's become ingrained into your blood at this point. Your DNA. Yeah. You love it that much.
Yeah, I'm that one weirdo.
Listen, that's a great answer. I love that answer.
Let me actually pull a random one from my list here. Jewel and Coda Going Nuts.
That's the name of the song?
Yep.
Okay. You'll have to send me some of these later so I can give them a little bit of a listen.
I will send you the full folder. How about that?
Sure, yeah, I'm down for that. Okay. I will get this raid all prepped up and ready to go. There's the raid message. Val, thank you so much for being here this evening, despite not getting sleep for the last 24 hours. I hope that you can get some rest after this. And you've been a really swell guest this evening, despite your exhaustion. And, well, maybe we'll be able to see you another time.
Yeah, that'd be delightful.
All right, everybody, we are going to go raid Katana-chan. It's been a while. And, yeah. Have a great night. I don't have any big plans except for next Tuesday. I'm going to be streaming. We're going to do another interview because I accidentally skipped this person because I was sick. Well, it was an accidental. I was just sick, so we're going to be coming back around to them. So let's give Kat some love, and we will see you all later.
Yeah. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
I'm a computer.
I'm a computer.
John Madden.
John Madden. Football.
I can do it. Hold on. John Madden.
John Madden.
John Madden.
Help me.
Help me. I am a computer.
We're whalers on the moon. We carry a harpoon.
I like that you are... You can just do it normally. And I have to do the breathe-in technique.
Yeah, that's what you get for being a woman.
No, you've killed me. Oh, I know the raid's about to be sent out, but someone remind me to clip that later. Career ended. Yep, it's done. Oh my fucking god. Alright, we'll see you later, everybody. Oh man. Alright, and we are sent